Well, good morning, and this sees us start the Bali adventure now. We had a night in Suji, and we went out last night and got quite hammered actually. Met a few people, and I think a few of you subscribed as well, so hi. And yes, I am normally when I get a bit drunk, and the singing was great, wasn't it? Not. But we had a laugh. So today we're gonna first of all head out and get some decent breakfast inside us because we're feeling quite hungover, and then we head up to Tempon on the Lake. So we say goodbye to Suji. It's probably the best pool anywhere we've ever stayed. That's why we keep on coming back. And it's open late into the evening. There's some of the staff. Some ladies are cooking. Hello there, how are you? Yep, later on in the month now. We're off around Bali now, then off to Gili, Nusa Lebangan and Flores. And then we come back again.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll see you later, alright?
Yeah.
You have a good time, right?
Yeah.
Bye bye.
We're Marc and Vee, and this is our adventures.
Of course. A few of the facilities in Sushi as well. There is a pool table here. Not that we've ever got to use it in recent years. And we say goodbye. So I think we're going to head to Garlic Lane for some breakfast. So we're at Garlic Lane now. Most of you know where that is. Those of you who don't, it's at the far end of the beach road. And come along the beach, turn right, halfway up. There's a turn on your left, Garlic Lane. There's no turning for cars, no left turn for cars. Some good cafes down here for food. Ketut's fixed price shop is down here as well, which I'll show you where that is in a minute. I would imagine we'll probably have a look around in it, even if we don't want to buy anything today. Now, when we were here last time, this was all thriving and lots of people were sitting around here, but there doesn't seem to be anybody here now. So we stopped at this M1 here and had some amazing satay. The chilies they were serving there were absolutely mind-blowing. So we got Ketut's fixed price shop. It's just up here. Hello there, how are you?
Good.
So we'll walk down through. This is a really good place to sort of get an idea of prices, and majority of stuff that you can buy you'll find down here. Very rare you have to go much further. And you can see there's large selections of sunglasses, lots of tops and dresses and skirts, and generally I feel it's a little bit more relaxed here. Hello. Now quite often we've bought coils and coil burners from this shop here, found it to be pretty much a good price. And that's where we had breakfast the other day, and I think that's where we'll probably have breakfast today, because that was good breakfast. But the choice is yours, really. We all got different tastes, so you might decide you want to go somewhere else. But I think that's where we went the other night, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So do you want to go in there? Yeah, did you not notice that last
Yeah,
time?
it's funny, isn't it? Typical. So, do you want to have a look at their breakfast?
All right, yeah, we'll have a look next door. So there's the breakfast menu.
I'm sure they
Most
do,
important meal of the day. Didn't go in daddy daycare or husband daycare for breakfast. We went into a place with yours. I didn't film the breakfast because I was so bloody hungry, but I forgot to. So I do apologise. But I can tell you that I think it was probably better than the husband daycare breakfast I had the other day. I just realised the place we're staying tonight in Bungalows is a tent. So that's going to be interesting. We're not really sure what to expect, but thought it was going to be a bit of a laugh really, so that's what we're going to do. But for now, we're just going to go down to Ketut's fixed price shop and we'll have a look around so you can see some prices and get an idea yourself when you come out. It's always easier when you know what sort of prices they're being charged in the fixed price shops, so you can get an idea of what to pay when you're on the stalls and everything. Because believe me, when you first come, you can end up paying a lot more than what they're actually charging, and they'll let you do it. So this is Ketut's fixed price shop, and I'm just going to wander around, and I think it looks like everything's got to be asked this time around how much things are, which is a shame. I could have sworn last time we came in here they were actually prices on everything. If you want a fake shirt, they're relatively cheap. There's an Arsenal shirt there, I'm showing you because I've obviously been a gooner myself, but they're compared to a real shirt, they're very, very different. So you do get what you pay for. If you support the scene, you know, you'll probably want the real one. The quality of the t-shirts feels right actually. I bought many t-shirts out over the years and they've lasted fairly well. You know, if you don't expect too much, you don't get disappointed, do you? You know, look around, there's, you know, we've got bags, various bits and pieces. It's quite handy because if you come out, you wreck something, you know, it's easy to replace. I think, to be perfectly honest, if you came out to Bali with your wallet and your passport, within a day you could be sorted. You could have your bag to go home and all the clothes you need to wear as well. So you don't see much of out in the streets. It's kids' toys, but they've got some kids' toys here as well. Don't seem to be any prices on anything. I don't know why I thought there was. Oh, there is on some. Let's see a price there. The majority of it seems like you have to ask. But even saying that, you know there's a fixed price, so it gives you a really good idea of what you should be paying. While Vee was buying some bits and pieces, they gave us a bottle of water just while we're in here, so you know, it's really nice, isn't it? Can't complain about that at all. And not spending a fortune in here either, so really nice people. And it's relaxed as well because you're not worried going for prices. Now I'm tempted to buy a set of these headphones just to try them out. They're 200, these headphones. They're iPod fakes, but I'm thinking about trying this. I think generally it's still relatively quiet. With all those people about, don't seem to be selling much. Just seem to be like quite keen to sort of get you to buy stuff, you know, in a different way to what it used to be before COVID. They're not pushy. They're just asking if you'd like to buy stuff. You know, they've all had a really hard time these last couple of years. You know, everybody has, but especially out here, because when we came out last year, you must have seen some of my videos, and if you haven't, have a look at them. You see when we're walking down Garlic Lane last year. I'll link the video up here somewhere, and we were in Garlic Lane, and you look at it now, how busy it is. Last year there was hardly anybody about. Well, we're now off to Bungalows, and like I said earlier, we're apparently sleeping in tents tonight, so this is going to be interesting. I'm sure it's not going to be like a tent from back home, you know. Well, I'm hoping it's not going to be. We'll soon find out, won't we? I'm sure it's going to be something a lot posher. And I think when they say tent, it might not even be a tent. It might be something more of like posh glamping sort of style. But we'll see. It'll be fun. Well, there we are. 428,000 to fill the car completely up.
32 litres.
32 litres that was. Just giving it.
70 pence a litre.
Try on the back there. It's going all over the place.
Yeah, that's like camping.
Yeah.
Really. That's mental. I'll see my catch him up once.
Hello.
Hey! Money, money, money!
Well, Sat Nav's has taken us down this road and come to this bridge. So we're gonna have to go a different direction. We'll find out how we get over there eventually. So we've been led up a road. It's a lovely area, but obviously you can't get a car through out because of that bridge. So it looks like we might have to go back quite a way. So we're gonna look for a little while and get a cup of coffee. And then we're going to try and reevaluate how we're going to get to Baduga. We've obviously taken the scenic route, shall we say, if you're on a bike. Well, we think we found a road, and if we have, it looks like it runs adjacent to the other road that was on the other side. Mind you, that's
So well maintained.
not very well maintained, as you can see. Look at the state of it. This is the beauty of having a car, though, getting off the beaten track, and you start discovering things that you haven't seen before. You do get lost, but is it not just an adventure when you're getting lost? I think so.
Not walking.
Yeah, as long as we're not walking.
I'm happy.
Got some water, that's all that matters. coin someone else's phrase, let's get lost.
Yeah.
Bamboo on the side of the road. Well, this is the beauty of getting lost as well. We've just stumbled across some hot springs, so we're not quite sure what it is, where it is, or so I'm trying to read what the name says. Welcome to. You can't really read that. Have a look and see what it is. There's a couple of cars here. It looks like all locals, to be honest. Quite a lot of rubbish down there. So it's 75,000 to get in. Right, we do appear to be the only Westerners I can see. So maybe it's not very popular, or maybe it's a bit unknown. Well, it's quite lovely and manicured in here. There is a toilet. Well, I think it's called Wet Wahana. I think that's the name of it. As I was saying earlier, you know, sometimes when you're out in a car without a driver, you just, you know, even a bike, just wandering around, you get lost. But by getting lost, you find places. And there's a tourist there been brought, so obviously it's drivers do bring you here. We're near Badugo. I can tell you that much. The temple on the lake is about 20-30 minutes away.
I thought that. I've seen far better ones.
Obviously this is very much a local place. Sat in the middle of quite an oasis really, isn't it? Well, the real sad thing about this is quite a nice little place. Very much a local haunt, I would say, because there's only one other Western person here. But the waste plastic in the river, it's just, you know, it's just horrendous. People need to think about it. Well, I know we keep on saying it time and time again, but there needs to be a way of stopping it all going into the river system, because that then carries on down into the sea, and then we end up with what we saw at Ketut beach last night, all the crap on the beach. We do need to come up with a solution, and you know, it's going to take someone far cleverer than me. But you know, how do we make something as versatile as plastic that is, you know, biodegradable and cheap? That's what we need. Whoever comes up with that is going to be, you know, a very, very clever person. We told you yesterday about the mirror being bonded in, as you can see there as well. And this is our modification, so we can actually use the mirror to see behind us. Things you have to do when you hire a car, eh? Well, we're definitely on the right road now. We're about 15 kilometres out, so we should be there in the next hour. give or take a bit. Plenty of dogs laying in the road. Something so strange when you come a bit further out in Bali, the dogs just don't seem to care and they'll just lay in the road. So we've turned down a lane that's going to the back of the lake, and about 2 kilometres down here we should finally find our campsite. And we're hoping it's glamping. We really are hoping it's glamping and not camping. Okay, so we've arrived here at Richland Bali. This is our camping night. Camping, or is it glamping? I don't know, and I've just nearly gone over on a boulder. That's a good start, isn't it? So there's a lotus pond. And that looks like our pods over there. Could be a nice evening.
Really lovely at night with all the lights, Mark, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon it will. Well, this could be a really good pick. You know, sometimes you do take chances when you book on booking.com. We're right on the edge of the lake. Oh my, very wet then, eh?
Oh, it's like right on the
Yeah, yeah.
So we don't flood them.
I think
Good job it's not tidal.
there we go. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
As we walk in, look at this, guys. Hopefully we don't have two fishermen sitting outside all night. That's really, really quite smart, isn't it? Yeah. Well, this is a view from our window. I mean, what can you say? This is pretty amazing. Got a little fire pit there. Little fire pit. That'll be for later on. So we sat out having a drink. Hopefully we can get food. Honestly, can't tell you how impressed I am. This is absolutely bloody amazing. I shouldn't swear, should I? This is absolutely amazing. And really, really well impressed. I forget how much I paid. It wasn't overly large amount. The bathroom, it's really, really quite tidy. I'm gonna film this, but I'm gonna go around again just in case I have a nice rain shower. There's a little tiny bit of a smell, but we're wondering if it's because nobody's been in here for a little while. But overall, very, very impressed. Well, this is really strange. I've had to put a second layer on. We're in Bali. It's 20 degrees. I should be feeling warm, but I'm actually feeling cold. That aside, the guys have just come over and spoke to us and said we're bringing out, I think they called it afternoon snack. So we're getting a coffee and fried banana. Now tomorrow morning there's breakfast, fruit, coffee, and there's a little restaurant up there that we'll be having a meal in tonight. But wow, wow, wow. I mean, if you do come here, would suggest bringing some slightly warmer clothes than you normally wear in Bali, because it does feel a little bit cold. Well, we got a little fire pit here, so we'll have that lit later. That'll be proper camping then. Gotta have a fire pit if you're camping. And bring a fishing rod, because I saw some guys fishing as we turned up, and they looked like they'd caught something. So and I heard a fish jump out of the water just now. Didn't get it on film, but you know, so there's obviously fish in there, edible fish at that. So if you like the fish, you can come down and do some fishing. But hey, it's absolutely wonderful. I'm just going to wander around a little bit so you can see a bit more. Had quite a lot of rain as well, remember? But I think they're hoping to have a lotus pond grow here. Got the start of it. It's a beautiful place, though. Beautiful. A little bit waterlogged there, because you can see, obviously, you know, it has rained. It rained a lot, so you know, it's the end of the rainy season. So I suppose the lake is at the highest point it gets to. Hopefully it don't get any worse, because we'll be floating off and we'll wake up somewhere else down the river or down the lake. Right, this is going to make you laugh. I was just talking to Vee and I said, that there looks like a fire pit there, all these here. And then Vee said, oh yeah, they was telling Joe just now that you can see the chain links. That's where it normally ends. That's the garden. That's where you normally sit. But they've had so much rain that so far the lake has risen.
I'll let you light that fire.
Sorry, what did you say then, Vee?
I said I'll let you go out there and light that fire, Mark.
Oh, cheers, Vee.
That's okay, Mark. You know how considerate I am.
You are. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get there. So here we are, an hour later.
And fire.
It was all nice. We sat outside, and then guess what? Yet again, you couldn't make this up now, could you? I'm sure we will have some sunshine somewhere. Other nice little touches in there is we got little donut biscuits. I'll have one of them in a minute. Yeah, nice little cushions. It is a lovely place. Sadly, we've been faced with a night of this. I mean, it's getting higher out there, the water levels.
It's a bit like shooting stars, isn't it? I just miss them as well.
It really is getting higher. We're hoping that it's going to be okay, but we're so concerned, as you can see there. Our bags are on that trolley there, so they're above the ground. So the worst comes to the worst, you know, the electrics and bits and pieces as well. Just generally everything we got won't be wet. I'm sure it won't be. I'm sure it'll be fine. But you do worry. You do worry. Well, good morning. We've survived the rains and it looks like it's going to be dry for the foreseeable. And we've got a trio of ducks coming to visit us. That was a night in a tent in Bali. It wasn't too bad actually. We had immense rain, big thunderstorm which you saw. But you wake up to this beautiful, quiet, serene experience. We're going to go down for breakfast now. I mean, the staff here have been absolutely amazing. So attentive. You couldn't wish for better. It was about 538,000 for a night, which is on slightly the expensive side to our budgeting sort of experience. However, I've read stories of these pods costing far more. Now, positives, it's a pod, by the river, it's very serene and quiet. Negatives, it's a very small boiler for showers, and there wasn't enough water for 2 people to have a shower. The room, or the pod, smelled damp. And well, look around you, you know, you can see why it smelled damp. They've had so much rain here at the moment. I'd imagine it would dry out as the dry season comes in. I think it would dry out. But yeah, there's quite a lot of them along this side of the Batur as well. So you don't have to necessarily come to this one. There's wooden shacks and there's these tent type of structures. Yeah, so let's go down for breakfast and see what we get. From what they were saying last night, there's quite a lot on offer. Oh, here's a little friendly cat. He's a lovely little one. So on a dry night, I think this would be really, really nice. And I must say, that there looked amazing last night. I took a photograph of it, which I'll put up now. I didn't take video because it was raining so heavily. I had to go and get my camera and come back. But I've taken a video, so taken a photo, so you can see that. But the sun's just starting to peek up over the hills. Look at that. So hopefully we'll have a nice day. A couple come in last night and told us that the road had flooded when they came in. So we're going to hope that we're going to be okay later, but that'll be interesting. Anyway, let's go and have some breakfast and see what we get. Well, here we go. This is breakfast at Richland Bali. There's lots of different choices here. We got noodles, pancakes, and this is the American-ish breakfast. Welcome out with our juices. What's that different?
They said to me it's barley cake.
Right then, we're off again now, and we're leaving early because we want to get down to the temple on the lake. And from previous experience, if you get down there early, you pretty much get it to yourself. But if you go down a little later, the coaches start coming in and it fills up pretty quickly. Not really sure what it's going to be like this year. Last year it was very quiet because of COVID, and we're hoping it's going to be relatively quiet now. It's about 9:15, so if anybody is coming to, they're going to be travelling in, so they're going to take a little bit more time. So we'll see what it's like, and we'll take you down there as well.
Well, in the next video, we'll be going to the temple on the lake. But was that muddy lane still flooded? We really hope to see you in the next video, guys. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell and you'll be notified when that video is released. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.